Welcome to Tables,
Lists,
and Chairs. Welcome back to another episode of TLC here on WrestleTalk. For this episode, I am joined by Luke.
Hello.
And I'm joined by Sullivan.
Hello.
His debut on TLC.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
It's very exciting times. If it's your first time here watching a TLC episode, here's how it works. We have each come up with a top 10 list of a certain wrestling category, and we're going to go through all of our picks from 10 to 1. Each of those picks will be assigned points. So our number 10 pick will be given 1 point, our number 9 pick 2 points, number 8 pick 3 points, etc. all the way up to number 1. And then at the end, we have a definitive leaderboard so we can have definitive answers of wrestling categories. For this week, we are going to be doing the top 10. It's very agreeing with me there. We're going to be doing the top 10 best wrestling entrance theme music of all time.
This was tough.
I genuinely believe this was the hardest one I have done so far.
Yeah.
My long list for this was 45 different theme songs because I like music too much.
Yeah, this one was real tough.
Yeah.
Like I had a definitive top 3.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it was just like, yeah, this. Oh, actually, no, but what about this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, what about this? What about this? And then after a while, I had to be like, I'm not sure. I think I'm okay though.
Yeah.
I did change one of them just before we sat down.
Yes, yes, you did. Extra
Yes.
work for lovely Adam Witney, who has to retotal the points.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So, shall we do number 10?
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Ooh. It's a good one.
Yeah, I mean,
Underrated.
I'll go quick here.
Oh, yeah.
This is a banging tune.
It's pretty good.
This, as soon as this music hits, you're like, oh, he's gonna you up.
Yeah, totally right.
And he comes down with this cold stare and that wicked
Yeah.
mustache. You're like, oh, I think he's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the game. I don't like the King of Kings.
Bow down to that one.
Yeah, don't like it. I don't like it, but I like the game, and I like Motorhead. And I always was so impressed as a child. I was like, how do they get Motorhead to do this? As if like Motorhead wouldn't do it. Like, but I thought that's the coolest thing in the world. So yes, it's not going to rank much higher than 10, but ever in my list. But I think it's iconic.
This is great, isn't it?
That's such a good song.
It's such a good song. The headbanging at the start with at the start.
so good.
On this day, it is amazing. And I didn't realize how amazing it was until he retired in 2011. And then I was like, man, I missed that theme song so much. And then when he came back, it leads to some amazing moments with that opening as well. So good. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you know, Luke.
Yeah.
This was my last minute edition. It didn't nearly make it to my top 10. Yeah, it was number 11. And then I was like, Bret Hart. Jeff Jarrett's My World. Free woo, free woo. This song is awesome. It's so good. It is iconic as a song.
It's definitely a song.
It's so good though. It's rad. The guitar, the terrible
Christ.
lyrics, the fact it gets no reaction. What a song! Oh, it's perfect.
You know we're not doing worse, right? This is best entrance.
Oh, this song
entrance theme songs.
rules.
Jesus
This song
Christ.
makes me genuinely happy though. When I hear that guitar start, I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah! It takes me right back to 2005 and hating Jeff Jarrett. The song's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's fair. For me, Cult Personality is iconic. One, it's a great song just anyway. Love listening to it. But just the moments of the white noise at the start and then is like really iconic at this point.
I've gone for the Bloodline because I think that there is no greater, well, there may be one greater, final boss battle music than this, where it feels like you're fighting a god.
Yeah.
It feels like you're fighting a god. And you know what? I think it's very underrated. Like, I'm not going to be listening to this on my walk to work, but in
I
terms
would.
of, unless I wanted to be spooked.
3, 2, 1. I knew it! I knew that was going to be on your list. I knew it! I said it in the office earlier. I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if Right to Censor's on it. And you know, you've got a point.
It's good.
There are two types of people in this world. There are those who just hear annoying car horns and blaring sirens. And there are those who hear annoying car horns and blaring sirens and a sweet, sweet bass line underneath it.
It's got a sweet bass
It's
line.
got such a sweet bass line. Also,
Yeah.
it tells you everything you need to know about this group.
Yes.
That's exactly
That's why
it.
it's awesome. It's so annoying as entrance music. But when they come out in their white shirts and their black ties, it's like, oh, these pricks again.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's so, so good.
Yeah.
I agree. Is it something I'd listen to on the way to work?
No! That's not the parameters here.
Not
for
if I
this
wanted to
pick.
get spooked by censorship.
I mean, I used to live in London. It's all I hear anyway.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, right to censors music.
Here comes Stevie Richards again.
Oh wait, no, I just live in Tottenham. I've got Jimi Hendrix NWA theme. It's one of the greatest songs of all time.
I adore this song. If you want to talk about stuff that I would just listen to, I would listen to this because it's awesome. And also, it's so perfect for Cult Leader Bray, for him just coming out with like the smoke and the two big guys behind him flanking him with the lantern coming out through the smoke, and you just hear that guitar coming out through the smoke. It's so perfect. It paints you a picture of exactly who the person is, which is what a perfect theme song should do. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Interesting. Huh.
A similar time period. Yours
Yes,
and mine.
indeed, yes. That was very close to being on my list, but it got pipped out because I think some of the other stuff is just a little bit better than it. It's great, though.
This one it means much. It means a lot to me because like when I was a fan, like 2016, 2017, actually 2015 rather, going to UK house shows, and Balor was brought on that tour to have matches with Sheamus, and it was me and my mate, and we were the only people wearing Balor Club t-shirts, and we did the big like arms up in the air for it, but we were the only two people doing it because he wasn't on the main roster at that point. And then for NXT TakeOver London, and being amongst all of those NXT fans and doing it there, so awesome. Like, he was my guy, and I was like, and as part of his theme was a huge part of that, being part of that entrance. So why this one means a lot to me.
Yeah, it's a great theme.
It's totally fair. That's a very similar reason as to why this is on here for me, because this peak NXT fandom was around this time, maybe going slightly later with Johnny Gargano and Ciampa kind of period. But Nakamura's theme song was something that I had on repeat when I heard it, because it is so, so perfect. Because everybody, when he left New Japan, and they were like, oh, he's not going to have his iconic New Japan theme song anymore. And then they gave him this, and they went, yeah, all right, I suppose it's great.
Yeah.
He did his first entrance at TakeOver Dallas, and it was so good that people chanted, holy at the
amazing.
entrance.
Yep.
Because this theme song tells you everything you need to know about Shinsuke Nakamura. It is so perfect to tell you who this guy is, and it makes you go, all right, I'm ready to see this guy kill some people. It's amazing. And it's such a good piece of music as well.
This is, I think, a genuinely fantastic song, and it's one of those songs that it like, I mean, they just stopped playing it after a bit. They just let the audience sing it. Because everyone knows. Like, there are very few wrestling theme songs that I actually know the words to. And I think for like most wrestling fans would know the words to, whereas this is actually one that people really do know and love.
3, 2, 1.
Again, similar time period, man.
Asuka, big fan.
Yeah, I love
Asuka.
Asuka.
I'm going to spell it wrong.
A-S-U-K.
Oh, yeah.
Asuka.
Asuka.
Yes.
Asuka. Our NXT one. I'm dyslexic. Leave me alone.
Oh, you don't know how to spell a name from a foreign land that's been sort of like as well transcribed into English characters as possible. You idiot.
It's a good song, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Again,
That's
like,
rad.
That time period, like that's my jam. I would listen to this every day. The song is real good. Tells you everything you need to know about the character.
Yep.
It's just a great song in general. Like, even could have been given to anyone, but it means more being given to Asuka.
For me, it's just I can sum it up and just bong. And then suddenly fear descends for a whole stadium. I just always have this image of Randy Orton. I think he had the best when they had that feud way back in the mid 2000s, Undertaker and Randy Orton, like 2004, and just his face in particular was very good at being very scared.
Mm-hmm.
This is the ultimate final boss theme. This is the ultimate final boss. It's spine chilling.
I think he's got a good run of like incredible themes. It's not just like, the Death March and things like that, but like I thought his Ministry of Darkness one was so cool. The Corporate Ministry is really, really good. Limp Bizkits are amazing. And then like the only Duff one in there is You Done It Now! Owen made a big mistake. That song's not so great. Always kicking assholes' ass, but rubbish. Jim Johnston's second verse syndrome coming in. No one will get this far.
I do remember that line. Always kicking assholes' ass.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Etc. 3, 2, 1. Oh! You'll note I've said not Gunther. Walter's theme song.
That's the one.
Oh, it is so good. You're talking about final boss themes?
Yeah.
Come on in.
This guy right here. You hear the notes, dum, dum, and you just see him standing there in his big ass trench coat. You go, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I had that exact moment. The first time I ever saw Walter wrestle, I heard those two notes and I saw him standing there and went, oh, he's my new favorite wrestler. I get it. I'm sold. I 100% get it. It is so perfect to have that man come out with his stoicness and just waltz out in his trench coat, get into a ring, and even at the time didn't have the cool Ludwig Kaiser trench coat throw. Just get out and put his hands behind his back and stand around while this piece of amazing classical music plays, and everyone goes, oh, he's gonna murder someone. I get it.
It's everything that you said earlier. I also like that it starts off with
You think you know me?
and then it goes into the music, which shouldn't work. Like, that shouldn't work.
Yeah.
But it does.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you have that? And it work.
There aren't many entrance theme songs that have like, words at the start that always work. Like Bob Holly's, how do you like me now? Getting Stephen Richards to do his, where it's, I'll show you, you'll see. Don't get Stevie Richards, he can't talk very well. I'll show you, you'll see.
Sounding like an old next door neighbour.
It sounds like the old neighbour from Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Oh, Beavis and Butthead, you little bastard. That's the headmaster, actually. Anyway, sounds like him, but that one works. And obviously, got
personality.
Yeah. Like,
It's real good.
the Last Dance, or the First Dance, whichever one you wanted to call it, when he came back and the crowd were there chanting CM Punk, and there's that. And the crowd just go ballistic.
Yeah.
That is a song tied to a wrestler.
3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm surprised. I thought that honestly would have been a bit higher for you.
Yeah.
It was until it got bumped down by a couple of others. But this was like high. That I'm annoyed is not on my list.
That would have, I think for me, that is genuinely like 11 or 12.
Yeah.
It's really close to being in my top 10.
I love it so much. I love it so much. I used to just listen to it on repeat.
Yeah.
I also nearly wrote Booby Roots. But
Classic.
then thankfully changed it to Bobby. But yes, it's. I think it's melodically one of the most satisfying wrestling themes out there.
For me, The Shield is very personal because peak main roster fandom happened around 2013. Shockingly, I know. But obviously, they debuted in late 2012. And then I remember I was super into The Shield anyway. And the first time they had their first match at TLC, me and my mate watched it together because it was one of the ones that was free on Sky Sports. So we were like, oh, we're going to stay up and we're going to watch it. So we stayed up and we watched it. And we just waited with bated breath. We're like, what's the theme song going to be? And we just heard,
Sierra Hotel, India Echo, Lima Delta, Shield.
dun, dun, dun. I was like, I love these guys so much. And controversial opinion, this was not ruined by Roman Reigns keeping it because it's a different version and it's different and it's not as good. So this is still great. It's not ruined by it, okay?
Whoa, just take it easy, man.
Business is about to pick up, guys. Like, that is what this music tells you. Business is about to pick up. Just from the glass shattering of ba-dum, 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 bam, bam, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. It's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
He looks so awesome.
Yep.
With or without the belt, with his little jacket and his little black pants, and he's going down. Just looks awesome. And he just looks like he means business. This theme song, this is the theme song that defines the Attitude Era. Like, you think of the Attitude Era, this is the music that hits.
Yeah.
And it's so perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, close.
Oh, damn it! Yeah, right? Like, that glass shatter is one of the most iconic sounds in wrestling history because of this theme song in particular. One of the things that I think makes a really great theme song is that instant reaction from the crowd when they go, oh, it's this person! This is the best example of that in any wrestling theme song ever. It is so iconic and so perfect for the character. And like you said, perfectly represents the Attitude Era. So good.
Everything that you said earlier about Nakamura, I mean, I remember watching that takeover match, and I've been recommended to watch it because I just started to get back into wrestling, and a little bit here and there, and then my friend Pete, sorry,
Not colleague Pete.
We weren't friends at the time, me and Pete Quinnell, and we're not now.
Exactly.
No, we are friends. Anyway, so my friend Pete was like, you need to watch Sami Zayn versus Nakamura, and I didn't know anything about Nakamura really because I hadn't watched wrestling in years, and I certainly hadn't watched any New Japan. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll check this guy out. Oh my god, he's incredible! And just the music and obviously the way he does his entrance as well.
His physicality is so good.
Oh, so good.
When Adam Cole left, I was really sad that we would not have this music anymore. Granted, like, the one he's got in AEW, I think is like a very good like replacement for this because it's more or less the same. But this music is so great.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Raven.
Look, okay, this is a personal choice.
Really? The whole list is personal, Luke.
Yeah, but this one, like, just WWF the Music, Volume 3.
Yeah.
Or Volume 4 it might be. Whichever one it was, it's the one WWF album I've ever bought. And one of the reasons why is because this was on it. And, you know, The Rock's song Pie.
Yes.
You know, which has aged horribly.
It's aged really bad.
Really poorly.
Really poorly. That one?
Really poorly.
Yeah, it's not good.
I mean, it tasted so good. Rock was talking Chinese.
Oh, yeah. If you're a fan of The Rock, I wouldn't listen.
Yeah, don't do that.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
It's aged very poorly.
Yeah.
But
That's what I put here.
Yeah, that's not the Rock's theme song.
It's all right. It's okay. It's not Pie. You're fine. But yeah, like just from that car. I've written down car.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of the Ford.
The Ford car. Yeah.
That was my first car.
I loved the Undisputed Era theme song so much. Then it got changed to his terrible NXT singles theme song, which is really bad. And he went to AEW, and then they're all out, and the lights went off. You know it's all about the good theme music and a guy I love. It is so perfect for Adam Cole, the character. God damn, I love this so much.
Now call me a little basic bitch, baby blue, baby boy. But
Okay.
Please call me it again.
All right, you basic bitch, basic baby blue boy.
Oh yes. But you know what? It's a similar thing with it, where it's like that feeling of like, it's this guy, and this is all about my personal nostalgia of the 90s and the 2000s. I had that feeling so many times with this song. Is it the best song in the world? Probably not. Is it the best wrestling theme song? Probably not. But for me, it is. It was second. Second best to someone else. But that feeling that I had as a child so many times where he was like, especially when he was coming to save the day in some way, and you're just like, oh my god, I love this man.
Just like, if you smell what The Rock is cooking. From Miami, Florida, weighing in at 235 pounds, The Rock. That's so good. Like, that is what I...
That's
I hear
iconic.
that music, I hear Howard in my head.
Yeah.
About posing with the belt, the camera flashes
Oh,
and everything.
so
because-
good.
Oh man, with everyone with disposable cameras.
Uh-huh.
It is like that. It's all part and parcel of it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Bring back disposable cameras, by the way.
3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Yeah, totally fair. That, again, was so close to being on my list, but I put the Bray Wyatt in above it.
Doing the live reactions to The Fiend's debut at SummerSlam, I have a moment when I realise it's a dark-sided version of the Cult Leader theme, and I lose my mind.
Oh my god! Oh, I love it so much.
The day after, it's all I could listen to.
Yep.
I had this on actual loop and repeat. I don't listen to a lot of like wrestling music outside of like, the songs I listen to. I don't have them in my playlist and stuff. This one is though.
Shock the system. The coolest thing, am I a mark for putting Undisputed Era at 1 and Adam Cole's AEW theme at 2? Yes. F off, it's my list. I love this so much. It's what you said earlier. They're just so cool. It's like, you know how like the NWO theme is very cool, and they all come out and you're like, oh, cool group of guys. This is NWO plus.
Yeah.
They just come out on the stage and they just have that da 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 da. And then you just have like all like the vocals in the background, like the percussion and the guitars on it are all so perfect, and it just made you want to be like, yeah, these guys are so cool.
This is the best.
It is.
It kind of is.
It is though. It should be number one.
I had that at 1, and I was like, it, I'm a mark.
Mine was. It was also when I first started this list. That was what I wrote down in number 1.
Yep.
And then it just got bumped down because I was like, Raven.
100%. yeah.
But really, that should be my number 1 because
Yes.
it's the greatest wrestling theme song ever.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, and that glass shattering. You can play that to anyone and they'll know what they know roughly. At the very least, even if it's just a layman on the street, they'll know it's something to do with wrestling.
Yeah.
Even if they don't know who it is, and
Yeah.
they probably will know who it is.
It's so perfect.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
So, we have done our picks, which means I have the official, very important rulings of what is the best wrestling entrance music of all time, totaling up all our points.
It's Jeff Jarrett.
In third,
Go on, Jeff.
in third with a total of 12 points. Only 12 points, which is very low, which means we had a lot of unique answers in this one. Shinsuke Nakamura.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Makes sense.
I mean,
It's
Jeff
great.
can always
Jeff's
take
still got a chance.
Always get second.
silver place.
Yeah.
In second, with a total of 18 points, Undisputed Era.
Oh, I mean, Jeff got number 1.
That
number
Jeff,
one, that's
Jeff
great.
has
I
definitely got
he'd
number
take
1.
gold, but
Yeah.
here we are. What a weird world we're in.
And in number 1 with 25 points, as Adam Whitney has written down, Stone Cold Steven.
Imagine if that was his name.
Imagine that was his name.
Stephen Austin.
Steven.
Austin.
He's also drawn a little, I assume, middle finger.
Yeah.
Because it kind of looks like it's just like a point. It's like, these are the answers. I'm here. So Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme is the best wrestling theme song of all time, definitively, according to us.
Yep.
It's the right answer.
It's the
Yes.
objective right answer,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
And if
yes.
anyone's arguing with us in the comments, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're just flat out wrong.
You
You're
just
wrong.
are.
The numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
Exactly,
yeah.
yes. Thanks for watching this episode of TLC. You can go and watch next episode right now at patreon.com/WrestleTalk, where Luke, Sullivan, and I will be going over the worst wrestling entrance themes of all time. Here's a clip.
This song has 3 notes. It has 3 notes, and everyone sings along with it, and he does the annoying thing, and it's